where we're drinking in some big life truths along with some tea. That's probably coffee or maybe even wine because this is a judgment-free zone, my friends. I'm Dr. D. Franny with My Yes Life, and I'm a life coach, and I love helping people ditch the garbage can thoughts that are getting in the way of their best life. Today, I want to talk about perfectionism because this is something I see come up with my clients all the time. It is a pattern that I spent a better portion of my entire life reeling in and learning how to get out of. So, first, I kind of want to define it, right? Perfectionism. It is the desire to perfect our work before releasing it into the world. That's the little definition I wrote down real quick, right? We don't want to release whatever it is that we're working on until it is just right, that it's perfect enough. It's a striving for flawlessness. Right? We got to get all the flaws out of the work. It's also setting an extremely high, if not impossible to achieve, performance standards. Think about the goal, the project, whatever it is that you're working on that you are trying to perfect. Is that really realistic? Can you achieve that standard that you're beating yourself up over? Here's another interesting thing. When I was doing a little researching on how perfectionism is defined, because I wanted to make sure I had the perfect definition first for you guys. One of the search results said it makes life an endless report card. And that kind of made my brain explode a little bit, right? When we're little, we're all trying, well, I don't know about you, but I was trying to get a 4.0. I was trying to get all A's on my report card, right? And so it's all about reaching that perfect A. And so when you get into that pattern and then you try to create that in all areas, anything that you are working on, you try to perfect so you can get the A plus, right? Perfectionism really is about falling into this trap, this cycle of not wanting to be judged or being revealed as flawed, right? Because if we put out perfect work, then there's no room for people to criticize us. They cannot see that we are flawed, broken, or that there's something might be wrong with us. But here's the really crappy thing. Because when we're trying not to be criticized or judged by others, we spend massive amount of time and energy criticizing the shit out of ourselves. Right? Lots of self-judgment that feels really crappy. And then because we're spinning in that, trying to perfect, trying to get it just right, not wanting to be judged, we end up creating huge delays in getting the project or whatever it is completed. And then that creates an even shittier feeling, which then we often tend to make it mean something about ourselves and our capabilities, that we're not good enough, we're not smart enough. Clearly, there's just something wrong with us if we can't get it done. But really, we're making the task feel so impossibly awful to work on or release that we don't move forward. And this perfectionism trap ends up killing our confidence and makes us more risk adverse. We're less likely to take on more, do more, push ourselves outside of our comfort zone, to keep growing because it feels crappy. It also creates this cycle of goal abuse. something where like we set goals because we're achievers and we want to grow and we want to achieve more. We're driven, yet it never feels good enough. I'm not good enough. My work's not good enough. People are going to judge it, criticize it if I put it out there in the world. The reality is there's no such thing as perfect. Period. End of story. There is nothing, perfect. Yes. Ellie says more garbage thoughts too. If you're always trying to be perfect, you're right. It's just adding layer upon layer of perfectionism and garbage thoughts and self-abuse and goal abuse and just giving yourself more and more negative evidence of why you can't do the thing, why you can't achieve, why you're not good enough, rather than releasing it into the world and getting it done. And so here's the thing you need to know. Perfect is the enemy of progress. If you want to make progress, if you want to move forward, if you want to create change, you got to be willing to put imperfect things out into the world. And here's the thing that I want you to take away that will help release you from the perfectionism trap. You are 100% worthy exactly as you are right now in this moment. You do not gain worth or value by achieving things, by putting perfect work out into the world. Your value is inherent. You're 100% worthy right now. You're 100% worthy even if you submit a project and it's hot garbage. There is no difference, right? So here's a thought that you can take away with you that helps overcome perfectionism. I am enough. Or I have value. Let's see. Ellie also said anxiety, which makes other emotions. Yeah, right? So this perfectionism causes us to like sit in this like anxious cycle. This moment is all that matters, even if this moment is your pause. Yes. Right? Like a lot of times when we're stuck in this perfectionism and that anxiety brain, we're like really worrying about the future rather than being present right now in our worth and how awesome we are and how capable we are. And we get stuck believing our brain's garbage lies rather than pushing forward. So that's it. This is what I got for you, my friends. You are worthy. Perfect is the enemy of progress. Getting it done is better than spinning in all of the garbage in your brain. So I hope this helps. If you're ready to stop the perfectionism trap, I would love to help you. There's a link in the comments if you want to get on a free consult, talk about coaching with me, or there's the 7-day reboot. It's a free coaching challenge. Everyone should do my course. Yeah, thanks, Ellie. I agree too. They should. Cool. Well, I hope that you have a fabulous week, that your cup is overflowing with joy and self-love this week. And I will see you again next Tuesday at 10-ish a.m. Eastern for another Tea with D. Ciao, ciao.